This is 6.1, the slope of a line. In this first example, we will determine the slope of a line segment. Well, first, the equation for the slope is the rise over the run. In this line segment, we have a rise of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our rise is -10 because it drops down 10, and our run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our slope is equal to -10 over 5, which is equal to -2. In this example, our slope is again the rise over the run. Here our rise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our rise is 6, and our run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our run is 10. So our slope is equal to 6 over 10, or 3 over 5. This line segment has the slope 3 over 5. To draw a line segment with a given slope on a graph, first you have to start off with your axes. Once you have your axes ready, you pick any point on the graph to start your line. Here I'm going to pick 0, 0 because that's the easiest to start on for this graph. We have our slope is 7 over 5, so our rise is going to be 7 here, so this will be our rise, and our run will be the 5. So we go to where those 2 points meet. This would be 7, a rise of 7, and a run of 5, and then you just connect your dots. For here, we do the same thing. We set up our graph. So once you set up your graph, you again pick any spot. I will pick this spot here, 2, 5, right? And our slope is -3 over 8, so we go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we go over to the right 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our slope then, to get our graph, you just connect the dots. And you have the line segment with a slope -3 over 8. So to draw a line segment with a given slope, you just start at any point and you do your rise. In this case it was -3, so we went down 3 and then over 8. So here you see our second point is 10, 2. To determine the slope given 2 points on a line, we first have to see that the slope is our rise over our run, and our rise is the change in our y value over the change in our x value. So to find the change in our y, we go our y2 minus our y1 divided by our x2 minus our x1. So the equation for slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So in this case here, our slope, our 2 points we have, -5 and 3, and 2 and 1. So we will call the second one number 2, and the first one sets 1. So to find our slope, we use y2, which is the y value of our second set, so this 1, minus y1, the y value of our first set, 3, divided by the x value of our second set, minus the x value of our first set, -5. This is equal to -2 over 7. So our slope for these 2 points is -2 over 7. Now we are solving problems using slopes. We have a set of stairs that is 80 centimeters off the ground and 60 centimeters out. Okay, so the slope of these stairs here, our slope is equal to our rise over our run. So our rise in this scenario was -80, and our run was equal to 60. So our slope is equal to our rise over run, so -80 divided by 60, which gives us 4/3. So our slope for this set of stairs is 4/3. Now here, outside of my apartment building, they are adding a playground with a slide. The playground is 2 meters off the ground, so our playground here is 2 meters, and they want to make a slide that has a slope of 1/3. So we have our slide, and the slope will be 1/3. So we want to figure out how far this slide is going to go. We know our slope is equal to the rise over the run. We know our slope is 1/3. We know our rise is 2 meters, and we want to find our run. Well, if we rearrange this equation, slope equals rise over run. If we multiply both sides by the run, we have our run times our slope equals our rise over our run times our run, and then divide both sides by slope. We have our run is equal to our rise divided by our slope, which is equal to 2 meters divided by 1/3, which can be rewritten as 2 times 3, which equals 6 meters. So our slide is going to go out 6 meters. Thank you for watching 6.1, Slope of a Line.